One thing I've just recently learned, which is a really extreme jolt when you're really in that downward spiral, when you know there's no bottom. I'm going to keep falling. That feeling of not being able to control the fall is horrifying. My whole life I always thought, why do people have mental breakdowns? What do you mean? You don't. You can keep going. And I did my whole life until I was 58 years of age. Just kept going. Yes, I had my mini breakdowns. Yes, I had my, you know what, I just want to take time for me. I had all that sort of shit going on. But when I finally had the mental breakdown that I realised throughout my life, I'd almost idealised or even romanticised. Oh, yes, what a mental breakdown. When you have a mental breakdown, let me tell other people out there who are like me, who think, oh, it's horrifying and you don't want it. Especially if you're someone who does need security and stability. The thing that was most horrifying for me was not feeling like I had control over my mind or even over my body. And that went on for a few days last week. It was frightening, and I don't think anybody truly believes or fully understands how it affected me. And it really affected me, because when you know or you think there's nothing there, the centre is not holding, everything's falling apart, you try to tell people and the words that come out of your mouth don't fully express. And this is a point, actually I'm glad I just said that, because I wanted to make this point to myself to remind in the future, you never feel like it's enough. You never feel like you're ever 100% understood. So you're always over-explaining, looking for those extra words. And this happens sometimes in my writing, but the good thing is I learned to scale that back, at least in my writing. But when it comes to how I treat myself and how I think of the world and how I navigate the world, I do overcomplicate things, and I do scramble and think. Like when I was going through it last week, I didn't know what side was up. I thought no one was here for me, even though, and saying that hurts me because my husband is the Rock of Gibraltar, a sweetheart, but he can't handle seeing me losing it, and I perfectly understand it, because knowing him and how stoic he is, if he was to lose it, I would deal with it, but it would freak me out.